here at Myrtle Grove, getting our tow stripped. I'm dropping off our last two down here. We made it through the storm last night. They got the loader, they're loading out ship down here. See it service. They got it unloading barges that way with that conveyor, and they load the ship. Anyway, I ain't too sure how many. I'll find out how many barge loads. Hey, sir, Bart. I asked him in a little bit. I was going to ask him how many barge loads it takes to load a ship. You on here, Rufia? Or Sir Bart, neither one of y'all? They ain't listening. They ain't listening. They waiting on a strip rigging. We strip rigging this beautiful morning. Just a quick one because we rode out the storm last night and let everybody know we made it to our destination. We got all that rigging. We're dropping these two barges off here. So we got all this rigging. We got a strip. Beautiful morning. It's a really pretty morning. Sunrise at Myrtle Grove. Morning after the storm. We got underway last night around after watch changed. My partner got us coffee, and even then we come on down after that storm. It blew off. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. They got down drop barges or dropped a barge at Harvest States up around the corner, and then we came. Anyway, see how swift that current is right there. See how swift it is down here. It's usually fairly slack water down on this end, but with it being high water, the river's putting out. Loading the ship. Yeah, I'll ask them. Maybe they'll answer. I think everybody drinking their coffee this morning. Ask him how many barge loads it takes to load the ship. I'm curious. But that's our morning. I just want to a little quick live stream this morning since we rode out the storm. So we made it to our final destination. For real? God, radios. That's one thing about it. You get ready to get up out of the hole because down here below Baton Rouge, New Orleans area, it's all, man, the radios are constant. We're always having to monitor, Coast Guard channel, monitor traffic channel, and then have one with our guides on it, and fleet channel. And so I have 3 to 4 radios up here. Usually I have the 3, that one, and then those 2, and then I use a handheld if we need a extra one for crew. But, we'll drop our remaining 2 here, picking up all our rigging. Then we're going to go up there and pick up our 7. We'll start building our 7 up there, go up around the corner and grab 8 more. So that pretty much take up our day. Turn all my lights off since it's a beautiful bright day out now, or starting to get that way. But yeah, the storm live stream was about a 2-hour deal last night. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty morning. It truly is a beautiful day. See where we're at. All the greenery. Spar barges on the inside. The sunrise. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Goes really great with my coffee this morning. But I just want to do a quick one this morning. And I get a little bit crappy, and I tried to cut back on my cussing and snappiness on the live stream, and it is hard to see the comments when I do it on my phone like this. But I see some of them flash by, and I've got, if you've experienced with any YouTube channels and stuff, you're gonna have some trolls. And yeah, I've got my troll fan club sometimes. You can tell I get a little snappy too. I try not to be. I try not to let it affect me. I try to just roll, because that's what trolls are trying to do. They're trying to get a reaction from you. And some guy gets on my live feed and starts talking political BS, and talking about stuff that doesn't pertain to this divisive stuff. Man, come on, y'all. Back in the day, your religion and politics was something that you really kind of, some of y'all may disagree, but religion and politics are definitely divisive, because I think everybody's got a different opinion of that. And so I try to keep it, man. I don't like getting those debates and that sort of thing. And when people come on my live feed and start talking about that stuff, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So I apologize if it goes a little, my language and my actions get a little bit, I get a little bit pissy sometimes. I try to hold back, because like I said, I know that's what folks are trying to do, is just trying to get your goat. And I just block them. I just block them. Anyway, I'll talk about that this morning, because it's just too pretty day. Get a little sun on Captain Mike's sweet potato vine he's got going. Fixing to start on my second cup of coffee. And good morning to all y'all, man. Good morning. I really do enjoy the interaction with the channel. I apologize a lot of times, especially on the live feed. I don't get a lot of the, I don't really respond. I'll see some of the stuff pop up, and that's the way I respond sometimes. But generally, I'm kind of looking at what I'm doing and paying attention. So there's that. But I do, or any of the other stuff, I try to, I try to answer questions, like I said. But this morning, it was just a really pretty morning down here. I always think it's kind of neat looking at these ship loaders. See, they're offloading that one now. They got it going. They got the cups going. I get a little shaky when I try to zoom in. But see, and then they lift the lids off, the cover tops, they lift them off, and then just go to unloading barge. They'll drop a bobcat down in them to really get them cleaned out as good as they can, get the grain. But I'm really curious, man. Them guys are drinking their coffee this morning. I'm going to find out. Yeah, I got my coffee at hand, for sure. Look at that. They didn't put me a little label on. I was bored. But there's a school bus going by over across the levee over there. It's a pretty morning, y'all. It's a pretty morning. Oh, man. Looks like windows need a little attention. I'll probably do a little window shining while the guys are building tow later. Who we got coming up down here? We got an Ingram boat coming up. Who is that? Oh, that's a Susan Johnson. Susan Johnson coming up. One of Ingram's big, beautiful vessels down there coming up. Susan Johnson. Yeah. But I got coal loading facility over there, I guess. How far down? Somebody says how far? We are at mile 6. We are 56 miles from the head of passes. That's about 40 miles down south. Yeah, 35, 40 miles downriver from New Orleans. Now I'll zoom out a little bit. See, we're down right in here, and we are, and then this is all the way down to head of passes down here. That's the end of the Mississippi River, mile 0. And then I've been out Southwest Pass 13 miles out this way. I've been out to about right in here. But we are definitely down south on the very lower end of the Mississippi River, the lower. As you can see, Lake Pontchartrain and New Orleans, and we're on down here. There, right in there. Well, zoom back in. And that's where we are. Yeah, mile 56. We were last night, we were, mile 80 something? 20, 30 miles upriver from where we are now. But, yeah, the storm wasn't, well, it was not bad because we purposely were in a spot where we were hiding from the storm. But, yeah, pretty morning. It's a pretty morning. The work's got to get done. And guys down there getting it rigging. Yeah, that's always a process. We get down on this lower end, and we started off with 25 barges coming south, and we, as we drop them, we carry, move our rigging over to our drops, and when we get down here, we've usually got a little bit left out on the head of the last ones, and I think we had about 20, 30 sets out there. Oh yeah, look at this. Susan Johnson looking real pretty. Duck landing behind us. Big pretty Ingram vessel. My hand's shaking too much, really. Look at that sunrise. Sunrise in the Gulf. Oh yeah. The Sir Barton and the Ruffian down here working us. But what is today? I think I've got 31, 40. I've got about 40 some odd days. 40 days. I think I said that yesterday. I don't know how to do the count, but at this point, I'm ready to roll, man. It won't be too much longer. I think I'm looking at the 5th. The 5th is looking real good. But we got to run the gauntlet back northbound. Got to go back up through all. Man, traffic's been busy. It's busy down here. It's been real busy. I've seen about every anchorage full of ships and there's a lot of stuff to get done. Yeah, morning on the river is really great, man. This morning I had a little quiet time while the guys or the tugs, they were doing their morning crew change stuff, and gave me a little time to get a little coffee in me, and guys get their coffee in, and it worked out good. A little break this morning. I say break. We got about an hour to kind of get awake before they were ready for us to come into the fleet. Yeah, that's it. I really don't have much else, man. And I'm just going to do a little quick live stream of our beautiful morning. And pretty Frank Johnson. Big ship. Well, I go to zooming in, I get a little bit too shaky. Hand not quite that steady. And I know the gimbal, folks have requested gimbal. I do have a really good gimbal at home. I left it at home. It's just too much hassle for me to mess with out here sometimes, and maybe I'll incorporate it next trip. It definitely helps. See, if I hold two hands, I can steady up. And I've got my little tripod mount or whatever, and that works good if I set things up. I might do that later. When we do tow work, I might set up. But I've got a lot of the footage. Don't get the live streams. I've been doing more of those lately, just because I've had really good signal. I've had time to do them, but I've got a lot of footage from this trip. And like I say, I've been on. This is the fourth boat I've rode. I started out on the Williams Strait in the wheelhouse. If you hadn't watched that video, go check it out. It's an unreal, beautiful vessel. I mean, they went all out, man, on the creature comforts on that thing, man. It's the inside of it. It doesn't look like a work boat. I'll just put it that way. It's so nice. You get off watch on that thing and you go downstairs and you just really don't feel like you're on a towboat, man. You feel like you're, like, I don't know, like a nice, it's nice. It's just nice. The quarters are really nice. It's really set up. But don't get me wrong, this old girl's nice too. I don't think I don't know how it works if I lose my signal, but this view getting off watch down here looks like, you can come down here and sit in your chair. You can do your workout, you got all that stuff. So, and then there's my room. Of course, I ain't made my. And that is a job on a lot of these boats, deck crew, making beds, cleaning captain's room and stuff. But it's something that I've always done that myself. We don't run the big crew. Used to, there were more guys on boats, and through the years they've thinned these boats out to where there's not as many guys on them, and so kind of everybody's got to chip in and do the work. And taking on the responsibility of doing cleaning my own room and handling that is something that I know some of the old traditional guys throw a fit about that, but and they expect that to be done. Now I know a thorough cleaning, like a good sweep and mop and trash and all that, once every few days. But I really I do what I can to help out. That's all it is to it. I do what I can, and if a captain can make his own bed, it definitely. The guys got other stuff they can do in the morning. If it's a crew like this where they're they busy doing stuff, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Pulling my weight. Yeah. I'm about to get it. Wesley and Aaron down there. But got the grain dust this morning. Get a little dust, a little grain. I've always got a kick of that thing, how they load the grain, offload the barges and load the grain on. It's a pretty neat outfit. Pretty neat outfit. That's a morning. I think it's about it. I don't really have much else to offer. We made it down here safely to our southbound destination, and now we're going to start heading north and get empties to head north. Get empty. We brought grain. Folks asked. This is corn. Ringening's corn. Well, they load about whatever down here, but I'm pretty sure these last two are corn. And we are picking up empty barges, but they had grain in them to head back north to load back up again. Some of this stuff may have come as far, from way up north, or this grain's wherever they haul it from. But then we'll take these empties back north to bring more grain down. And I'm definitely getting to rambling now. I don't have much else to say. So y'all have a good morning, and we're fixing to do some tow work.